We can watch these scenes over and over again. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 parks and recreation jokes that will never get old.
Leslie, I typed your symptoms into the thing up here, and it says you could have network connectivity problems.
For this list, we're looking at the most hilarious moments from the sitcom. Number 10, Tom's plant names. In season 2, we see Leslie working on a community garden in Pawnee, and Tom is there to help her out.
This is one of my greatest brainstorms ever. A community garden, right in the middle of the pit. We're encouraging people to just come out and plant whatever they want, and Tom and I sometimes get here early and help out.
So hot. I had to get some more iced tea.
And we use the term help very loosely because he seems to help by just sitting around sunning himself while Leslie does all the work. He also pretends to have much more horticultural knowledge than he actually possesses, so when Leslie asks for the Latin name of one of the plants, he provides her with the name of a well-known rapper, and she believes him.
Those are, of course, tomatoes, or Soldier Boy tellums. Whenever Leslie asks me for the Latin names of any of our plants, I just give her the names of rappers.
And those over there?
Those are some ditties. We have some Bone Thugs and Harmoniums.
Of course, this all culminates in them realizing someone planted marijuana in the garden, and a quest to figure out who did it.
What do you think, carrots? If that's true, we have a garden pest on our hands. Maybe some kind of spice?
Yeah, you know, Leslie, the best way to figure out what kind of spice that is roll it up into a joint and smoke it.
Number 9, Leslie's library fine. One of the funniest running gags on Parks and Rec is the rivalry between Leslie and her Parks Department and the Pawnee Library.
I hate it here. This place is evil.
Considering how civic-minded she is, Leslie has a surprising disdain for not only the library, but everyone who works there. And in this scene, we see why.
Hi, Marcy.
Leslie! Are they finally teaching you parks people how to read? Oh, I guess not. It's a movie.
When trying to check something out, the librarian gets in a dig about Leslie's literacy, and then loudly calls her out for having a large late fee on a book about female orgasms. Leslie tries to defend herself and then makes a run for it, intentionally knocking over a cart of books on her way out.
Punk ass book jockey!
Number 8, Ben's Claymation. In season 4, Ben finds himself unemployed and tries to fill his time with a slew of hobbies like calzone making.
Ben!
What's up, Chris? Come on in, man.
I already did.
So, how you been? How you doing? How are you? Great, actually. I'm just learning how to make a calzones.
One of the funnier ones is experimenting with claymation, otherwise known as Claymation.
Hey man, you wanna go for a jog? Just sort of kick out the cobwebs, get some endorphins going?
Oh, no thanks, Chris. Kinda tearing this claymation video a new one right now.
But when Chris comes to visit him, he calls it like he sees it and identifies that Ben is obviously suffering from depression. Ben is defensive, holding up his shoddily made clay figurine to the camera and demanding to know whether a depressed person could accomplish something like that.
I'm the furthest thing from depressed. I mean, look at what I've accomplished. Do you see him? Do you think a depressed person could make this?
Yes, Ben, they could. Number 7, bacon and eggs. When Leslie and Ron have to go to Indianapolis, Ron looks forward to having a meal at his favorite restaurant, Charles Mulligan's Steakhouse.
I couldn't care less about the commendation, but Indianapolis is home to Charles Mulligan's Steakhouse, the best damn steakhouse in the damn state.
But unfortunately, he finds out that Mulligan's has closed, which comes between him and indulging in a steak.
I just forgot to unlock the door, that's all.
Ron, it looks like they're closed. Some kind of health code violation. Ron, stop it! Ron!
They just boarded her up like she was some common warehouse.
He ends up being faced with a vegetarian menu at Chris's place and is essentially on the verge of starvation when he gets himself to a diner. In desperation, he asks for all the bacon and eggs they have, and then clarifies exactly what he means and that he is not speaking hyperbolically.
Just give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Wait. I worry what you just heard was, give me a lot of bacon and eggs. What I said was, give me all the bacon and eggs you have. Do you understand?
Number 6, the Cones of Dunshire. We all remember what happened when Ben was unemployed in season 4, so we had high hopes for the things he'd accomplish when he was in between jobs in season 6.
Presenting the Cones of Dunshire, a brand new gaming experience.
8 to 12 players, 2 wizards, a maverick, the arbiter, 2 warriors, a corporal, and a ledgerman. Now, the ledgerman just keeps score, and he wears this hat.
Oh boy. Turns out he conceives of an extremely complicated board game dubbed the Cones of Dunshire. He tries to impress Leslie with it and explains all of the rules to her, but it's clearly going over her head.
Actually, let me tell you more about the trivia cards, because you're going to need to know about roadblocks first. No, never mind. The thing about challenge play is that it's basically the game in reverse.
Not to mention, the rules seem to be a little bit fluid. Okay, we admit that he still has some fine-tuning to do, but honestly, we're kind of down to play.
Oh my god, the Maverick should be able to trade lumber for agriculture credits. How have I not thought of this before? This is nothing, right?
When do you go back to work again?
Tomorrow, it's fine. I'll just throw this in the garbage.
Number 5, get on your feet. An event for Leslie's campaign was supposed to take place on a basketball court, but the team soon realizes that the court has been converted into an ice skating rink.
April, I need a status report. How's it looking out there?
Perfect, but just one thing, it's not a basketball court anymore, it's an ice skating rink.
Wait, what? Why? What happened?
Tom thus orders premium carpet for them to walk across the ice on, but then can't afford a piece long enough to get them to the podium.
Tom?
I couldn't afford enough premium carpet to get us to the stage. I mean, it was a short walk, but it was pretty luxurious, right?
This forces them to slip and slide their way from the end of the carpet to their destination. What adds insult to injury is the fact that Gloria Estefan's hit single Get On Your Feet is playing the entire time, emphasizing the fact that they cannot, in fact, stay on their feet.
Get on your feet. Get up and make it happen.
Number 4, Jerry's Burrito. In the show's second season, Jerry dislocates his shoulder while refilling hummingbird feeders and says it's because he was mugged in the park.
What happened?
You guys are just gonna laugh.
Why? Did you throw out your shoulder trying to swing a honeypot off your hand?
I was mugged.
Oh my god.
This causes Leslie to take pity on him, and she insists that everyone in the office try to be nicer to him.
Oh, it's no trouble for our buddy. Here you go. Listen, today is Jerry Day. We'll do whatever you want to do, anything at all.
Honestly, what I would like to do is just have everything go back to normal.
That sounds good to me.
But what we find out later in the episode is that there was no mugging at all. The truth of the story was that Jerry dropped his burrito in a creek and then hurt himself in the process of retrieving it.
Keep your eyes on the creek. There he is. Oh, this is my favorite part. Not willing to share with a dog. So it would appear that park security was not to blame after all.
Well, so much for not making fun of him anymore. Number 3, snake juice. When Tom unveils his new alcoholic beverage, snake juice, it quickly becomes clear that it's gonna lead to disaster.
I mixed a bunch of alcohol together, added some sugar and coffee, and some other junk, and it kind of tastes like Kahlua.
When Leslie and Anne start drinking it, they become more open with one another and end up getting into a massive drunken fight.
It's not, everything isn't your fault all the time. Don't always make everything your fault.
Good, it's not all my
It's
fault.
my fault. It's
I'm not a
everyone's
stupid
fault.
jerk.
The rest of the Parks Department joins in on the fun, and everyone gets increasingly wasted. The only one immune to the charms of snake juice is Donna, because she's doing a cleanse on the night in question. Seeing everyone being interviewed when they're absolutely plastered is really something to behold.
Baba booey.
Turn this music down. Fuzzy, boopin', lovin' stuff.
Number 2, treat yourself. The concept of treat yourself has become iconic for a reason.
Donatella!
T-Mobile.
3 words for you. Treat yourself.
Since being introduced in the show's 4th season, it transcended into the pop culture mainstream. Tom and Donna celebrate one day of the year by treating themselves to all of the luxuries they want.
Clothes.
Treat yourself.
Fragrances.
Treat yourself.
Massages.
Treat yourself.
Mimosas.
Treat yourself.
Fine leather goods.
Treat yourself.
It's the best day of the year.
The best day of the year!
Whether it's shopping for clothes or fine leather goods or getting massages, the intention is to have a guilt-free day of pampering. Tom's enthusiasm about the sacred day and his unwillingness to let Ben join makes it all the funnier. And Ben's way of treating himself ends up being hilarious in its own right.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is a whole new level of nerd.
You're right. This is ridiculous. What am I doing?
Wait, no. I mean that in a good way, Ben. Listen to me. You're part of the Treat Yourself team now, okay? If that costume somehow makes you happy, you're gonna buy it. And you're gonna wear it out of the store.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Lil Sebastian. If anyone put Pawnee on the map, it was Lil Sebastian.
So I have a surprise, and it is possibly the best thing to potentially ever happen to anyone, anywhere in the history of the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, the world famous Lil Sebastian.
What?
Yes!
No way!
This miniature horse is a local celebrity and is beloved by all, causing widespread joy when he makes an appearance in the Parks Department office. Even Ron is uncharacteristically enthusiastic about his arrival. Ben, who isn't from Pawnee, doesn't seem to get Lil Sebastian's appeal, acting as a stand-in for the audience.
So what am I missing? What's the deal with this pony?
He's not a pony, Ben. He's a mini horse. There's a big difference.
Well, then why is he so famous? Does he do something? What does he do?
Yeah, he does being a mini horse, and he does it better than anyone.
There's something amazing about watching the unmitigated glee in everyone's eyes when Lil Sebastian's around, which is tempered by the fact that they do a terrible job taking care of him.
You guys see anything?
No.
Hey, did you find him?
Yeah, Jerry, he's right here in my pocket.
Damn it.
Okay, he can't have gone that far. He's got the legs of Tom, the endurance of Jerry, and the diseases of Jerry.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.